Hi everyone, welcome back to the Keen Garage. Writing time. Yesterday you were looking at some homonyms, so you're writing some sentences, so we're really getting our writing juices flowing. Those sentences, really thinking hard about what the homonyms are. Today what we're going to be doing, and for the rest of this week, is that you're going to be writing and finishing a draft of your first story. I'll say it again. By the end of the week, and you're only going to need 2 lessons to do this, you're going to have finished the first draft of your first story. 5 chapters, each chapter minimum 5 sentences. Now I've had a few people say, Mr. G, my story is 20 pages long. I don't want it to be 20 pages long. We know how to plan. We plan across 5 fingers. We do our story mountain, 5 different sections. Each section is a chapter or a page, maybe a little bit longer than a page if you're writing a lot. Now, why are we doing that? Why do I want you to write 3 books which total about 15 pages rather than 1 book that totals 15 pages? Well, it's so that you practice describing the setting 3 times. So you've got 3 different characters in 3 different books, so that you're thinking about 3 different problems, 3 different resolutions, 3 different endings. Not 1, you're practicing it 3 times. So you're going to be way better at it, way better at story writing if you do 3 of them than if you do 1 long one. So you need to stick to your plan, and your plan will be 5 pages, 5 chapters. Now, I'm going to show you what you're going to do. I'll say my expectation. Today, you're going to write 2 to 3 chapters. 2 to 3 chapters. On Thursday, you're going to be writing the remaining 2 or 3 chapters, depending on how many you get written today. I expect you, as in the classroom, to write for 40 minutes. Not 14, 40 minutes. That's what we write in the lesson. So, write for 20 minutes, take a body break, go run around, go be crazy for a couple of minutes, get straight back to it. I'll say it again. Do 20 minutes, take a body break, get back to it. The same on Thursday. So, by the end of this week, you should have that finished. That's the expectation. If after Thursday you don't have 5 chapters written, take some time for golden time. And I'm going to say, take some time instead of your virtual field trip to get it done. I'll say it again. Make sure by the end of Friday, before the weekend, you have a completed first draft. Not edited, not revised, a completed first draft. Say it for me. A completed first draft. Okay, good. You got it. Now, I'll show you what I expect. So you're also asking about the packets. Now, the packets of writing. Here's just a single sheet. I've put this on there so you can print this off. Obviously, this is just a piece of blank paper that's been printed out with lines on it. So if you have a book that you're writing in that's just lined paper, that's absolutely fine. Use it, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, if you can't print it out and you've got a book, use the book. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And actually, the book might make more sense because it's easier to keep hold of, especially when you're at home. I imagine that's a little tricky. So, if you need extra pieces of paper, I've put it on Google Classroom. You can print that off at your leisure. So, what am I having in front of me? I've got my story mountain. There it is. I've got my problems, although I already know what my problem's going to be. In this case, there's a sudden rainstorm. So I'm just going to put this one to the side. That'll go on top of the projector. You know I like to do that. Okay, here are my characters. I'm keeping all of these things in my mind all the time. Okay, so that's going to be over here. And also my setting. And I'm keeping this in my mind all the time. Okay, so those 3 things in front of you, and I know it's kind of tricky to see, but I've got all 3 of those things in front of me. So you're going to you'll have to be sat at a desk really to write. Okay, no lying down. That's not a learning position. That's not going to help you. So definitely help yourself. Here's the packet I started. This is one that I grabbed from school. So this has actually got a contents page in it. Not even worrying about the contents page. Okay, here we go. I've drawn my little picture. I've got my keywords in there, so I know what I'm going to write. I've got, oh, in the car. Oh, excited family. Oh, now I remember, and I've talked about what they're actually doing. Ah, yeah, now I remember. Okay, now what I'm going to do today, I'm going to finish writing these in from my story mountain. Obviously, you've already done that. Okay, you've already done that. So you're now at a stage where, at the minimum, you've got this on every page and you're starting to write. So, by the end of this lesson, this is the minimum. Chapters 1 and chapters 2 completed. Some of you are going to complete chapter 3. Some of you quick writers might even get a whole packet done. Some of you might even get a whole packet done, but most of you won't, and that's okay. As long as we're writing 2 to 3 chapters, and by Friday you have a finished packet. That's the expectation. Okay? All of you can do it. I expect all of you to do it. Okay? So, by Friday, you'll have 2 lessons to complete it. 2 lessons to complete it. Looks like 4 really, but because of the shadow. But 2 lessons. So, good luck. Get writing. Can't wait to read them.